The missionary families also work to bring the presence of Christ to the poorest villages of the Andes by teaching catechism and visiting the local families. The married couples of the movement are living proof of Christian families who give themselves generously to the poor. They are like a small domestic church, capable of transforming themselves into receiving and loving those who suffer the most.
We give ourselves completely to God, and God gives us everything. And it is an exchange that is worth any suffering, because all that we give is on the human level, while all that God gives is divine.
Y Dios nos da su divinidad.
It is sanctity and the continued promise to God and to the poor that determines how to be a missionary. This is the true spirituality of the missionary servants of the poor of the Third World. In the complete offering of oneself exists the most radical love. Jesus on the cross, who showed us his capacity to give himself completely for the love of man. And it is this complete offering of love that brings the missionary to the poor. Today, missionaries are the hope of our church. They ought to be like the first Christians, going forth with enthusiasm and bravery, offering the generous gift of themselves to God and to their neighbor. In short, they ought to choose the path to sanctity. Encyclical letter Redemptoris Missio, Pope John Paul II.
I always bear in my heart the sufferings of the many children, of the many women and men that I have encountered in the Andes Mountains. It was working among these poor that I came nearest to Christ. It was these poor who brought me to understand the riches of the Holy Gospel. the one true treasure. I carry in my heart the joy of the youths who have answered God's call to be instruments of love among the poor. I am convinced that the future of humanity, and overall the future of the Third World, rests in the hands of these youths, who must make valiant decisions, generous and full of love, for those who suffer.